guys in the fourth quarter, you were up a little bit and they went on a 16-2 run, and you guys never really recovered.
I mean, it's a game of runs. I thought we played with good effort. They came up with some offensive rebounds. We was giving a lot of attention to the ball. They hit some open shots, just from us being in the scramble. They just made more plays than we did. Down the stretch, you got to be able to get stops and you got to be able to execute offensively. We had some turnovers. We didn't execute well enough to get quality shots down the stretch, and we couldn't get enough stops, and that led to a run.
Is there something about this team that's a tough matchup, or is it just coincidence that you played poorly on the 3 nights against them?
I mean, I think it's evident that it's a tough matchup for us. They get into the paint, they attack the rim, and they do it against everybody. And I think they have good enough shooting. They got a lot of like-sized defenders to where they do well on the ball. They make you play in the crowd, and they play hard. They well coached. They play hard. They keep coming for the whole game. It's not like they play quarter by quarter. The whole game they play the same way. And a team that plays like they have nothing to lose and play with that type of energy and that type of confidence, they give everybody trouble, and they've given us trouble 3 times. And I think that's the obvious thing.
Dame, how do you guys get to that spot to where you have the ability to keep coming at teams, to put them under pressure, to not adjust quarter to quarter with whether it's varying effort levels or staying connected?
I think it's just staying engaged. You got to be able to come into the game with a certain type of focus, understanding the scouting report, knowing personnel, knowing what we have to do to make things harder on the other team. And you got to be able to sustain that. You got to be able to stay focused when things don't go well, when things do go well. When you're getting, a bad whistle, when you're getting a good whistle, you just got to be able to sustain that focus and that attention to detail through the ups and downs of a game, the runs, all of those things. And, I think when you're able to do that, you're able to put a consistent game together, and you're able to most times have a good effort, and have a good game, and you're going to have a chance to win the game down the stretch. And the best teams are able to do that, and we haven't been able to do that consistently enough.
Dane, what do you think of what you saw out of Cam in his debut?
I thought he played well. I think anytime you come into a new locker room, coming all the way from, across the country, and, you got to get comfortable and try to find your way and try not to do too much, and, you want to do the right thing. I thought he played well. He took what was there. I think his ability is clear. We've seen him since he was in high school, college. The talent is there. He's got good size, capable shooter, good athlete he can handle, good defender. He has all the tools to be a really good player. And you just want to see him put it together. But I think tonight, for it being his first game, I thought he played well.
What are your overall impressions of what you guys did yesterday at the deadline?
I think like I said, I like Cam. I think it's obvious the type of talent that he is, and he hasn't found a home yet. And he's one of those guys where you look at him and say, if we can change his life and get that potential out of him and create opportunity for him to blossom, then it could be a great thing. But that's our job, to try to get it out of him, because the potential is there. And Matisse, I think, he's been an all-defensive player. What he brings to the table. It's something that we obviously struggle with. His length, how he plays passing lanes. He's a good shot blocker on the perimeter, a good slasher. He's good in transition. So, you what guys bring to the table, but it's also, you look at what we did, and we're not looking at it saying, oh, this makes us 10 times better, than we were before. I think it was more of a calculated day for us than anything. That was my impression, just to put ourselves in position to do more things to improve the team going forward.
Joe talked about taking some big swings and trying to bring in, another star, and things fell through for a variety of reasons. How did you feel about the efforts made to try and pull those off, and were there some that were frustrating you guys couldn't get done, or some that you understood? wasn't the right pieces? How do you feel moving about the summer?
I mean, I just gave my answer to what I think, you know, that the day was like, but I wasn't in the room, so I don't know. You know, I don't know what we tried or what, you know, I don't know what those conversations. I don't know the details of those conversations because I wasn't in the room. As far as I know we tried to do things to make, you know, significant improvements, and you know, it didn't happen. So, but to answer your question, I wasn't there, so I don't really know what exactly we missed out on, or you know what we tried to go and get for sure. You know, everything. I wasn't there.